there's a part of me that hopes that these videos don't go anywhere because, I want to help people, but this isn't me. This, this, haven't looked this bad since college. My clippers broke. I can't get to the barber. I promise you that if this is the first time you've seen me, like, look at some of my old pics. It's not me. And I'm sorry that you have to see me in this fashion, but I'm passionate about what I do. And, despite this, I don't really look that great in a hat, so it is what it is. So I'm going to take today to talk about myself. Because normally I talk about other people's lives and things that you can do better, but I want to talk about something that while meditating I realized about me. And I'm going to start my story back in high school when look guys, I was baby bottom soft. I was Charmin Ultra quadruple ply soft. My coach saw it in me, called me soft. I hated it. My dad knew I was soft. My mom knew I was soft. They tried to toughen me up. I was not ready. I thought I was Jordan. I thought I was Kobe. Honestly, I thought I was going to be in the league. I was going to be the youngest player ever. I played it over in my head, but I didn't understand repetition. I didn't understand how to get it done. I had, looking back now, I realized I had a lot of just natural skill with a lot of things. I picked things up pretty quick. And it wasn't that I was a savant by any means, but I was pretty great at basketball. And, I thought I was going to go D1. I thought I was going to grow more, whatever, all these things. But I didn't do the work so that it was unquestionable. And when I went to Lynchburg, I thought I was going to make the team, just kind of walk on. Didn't make the team. And I thought I was good enough, but, coach didn't feel like that. And at the end of the day, that's his prerogative. I didn't do the work to make it unquestionable. I left it up as a question as, do we go with this guy or this guy? And I lost. And that's on me. And I think about then I was, in my head, this is the Jordan story. Django goes, in a time, one man didn't make the D3 basketball team his freshman year. He came back and showed coach and then went to UNC and became the first person to ever win a title in both Division III and Division I basketball. That was every day. Thought that was going to be me for the first week. And then after the first week, I realized I like partying. I liked having a good time, and I had a wonderful time in college. I played club. I had met some of my best friends there. I got to go to UNC and JMU and all these other things, but that mindset followed me all the way through work. I would say that I really wanted something. I wanted to be the best, and I could talk, man. Oh, I want to set these goals. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Great planner. Oh, I'm planning this. I'm just going to make this many calls and this many emails. It's going to take this long. And when it came time, I couldn't do it. And it was never that I was a bad rep or anything like that. I was always good. But when it came time to make it unquestionable, where someone goes, Django, you did everything you could do. You crushed it. I never did it. As soon as I would think I had enough, foot off the gas. As soon as I thought I was doing just enough, foot off the gas. And that followed me with every job because anytime things came up and it was time for me to buckle down, folded like a lawn chair. And it wasn't until I realized that I wanted to be a better version of myself and I started kind of doing work in the gym and getting busy that things started to evolve. And even then, what I want to remind you of is that at that point, I was doing the work. I was running away from the version of myself that I was. And I was shedding skin. I was losing weight. I was everything. But when I finally did quit my job, started working with my boy, made more money than I'd ever made in about a 2-month period. Burned it. I wasn't ready. I hadn't changed how I viewed myself. I had overcome a lot of obstacles. I had become stronger in character. But at that point, I had not decided who Django was, what Django was. Period. End of story. Unquestionable. I still questioned myself. I still was that person who didn't really believe in himself. And that's why I burned it, because I wasn't ready for it. But the one thing that had changed was my character. And I knew I needed to get busy. I knew that I wasn't going back to where I was, that it was time for me to buckle down and really be the man that I thought I was. And it was funny, I was watching the Kanye West interview the other day on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how he used to say this dumb little prayer of God, take all my pain away. And then God took his mom. He was like, I could never feel worse pain than that. He in a way took the pain away. When you decide there's something that you want in life, obviously that's not funny, but when you decide you want something in life, what you think is going to happen it's not going to happen the way you think it is. Like, you always see those Instagram videos where people are like, your plan, and it's like the straight plan, or like this regular house, and then it's like God's plan, and it's like you got to go through an obstacle course and all this other stuff. And I think in mind we're like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh, it's gonna be like that. But like, if you really believe something about yourself, about what you're going to do, you have to believe it unquestionably. You have to believe it in a way that the idea of memento mori, where you love every step of the process because you know that it's bringing you one step closer to bringing what you already know you are into reality so that everyone else can see it. Like, in my mind, I told you guys, I'm a billionaire. I don't know the timeline. It might be 20 years, 30 years, whatever. But I already can see what it is that I am. Like, I'm 10% body fat. I said that 6 months ago when I was at 24%. Now we're at 18%. I am 10% body fat. That is what I am that. It's not that I'm going to be that. It's not that one day we might reach that. I am that. I may get injured. Something might happen to me. It may take a little bit longer than I thought, but that is what I am. And so when it came time for me to get the work done this time around, when I had burned the money up and I needed to figure out the next step, like 2 or 3 months ago, it was go time. It was buckle down time. And one of the things I did while this was going on, I was fasting. And let me tell you something. I know that I can water fast for 5 days. People like ask me why I do it or whatever. There is something to disciplining yourself to the point of knowing that you cannot be beaten by almost anyone that you meet. Like, there's something to when I'm in a room with people that I know I am going to beat you because you can't outwork me. It's impossible. For 5 days, I can sit in a room and I am either doing something for my fiance, working, drinking water, or sleeping, and occasionally peeing. That's it. Period. Because I know what I'm capable of. I know through the character building of doing these things that are hard, that I'm unstoppable. And what I want for everyone is for you to start to be able to see that for yourself. I have no interest in like coaching people or, writing a book or anything like that. All I want for people is for you to see who you can become and for me to also see that in you. And I've been reaching out on LinkedIn and Facebook to everyone I've ever connected with. In total, I think it's like 5,000 people. I'm at about 2,500 now. And I'm going to work to get through the rest. Ran into some issues on LinkedIn, starting on Facebook now. But I'm going to reach out to everyone. And I always ask 3 things. The first thing is, how are you doing? Like, through COVID and everything, like, are you okay? Is there anything that I can do for you? I'm just trying to check in on everyone. The second thing I ask is, how are things going as far as like business and family? Are they safe? And then the third thing that I try to ask people kind of based on when I get a feel of the conversation is, like, what are your goals for the end of this year? What are your goals for 2021? What kind of things do you want to do with this life? And some people, I've heard their goals, and I want you to understand your goals matter to me. I write them down, and I remember who you are and what it is that you want so that in the future, if there's anything that I can do to help you, if you want to open a gym or you want to do something, that I know who needs that connection. So if I meet someone, got a guy. My buddy Jay, Monopoly, he I think is one of the best when it comes to wholesaling. He's got a program. Anybody who hits me up, man, I'm thinking about doing the wholesaling thing you did. Jay. Period. The best I know. Oh, you're thinking about doing you want to do real estate? Jay. Oh, you think about opening a gym? Oh, I know a dude who's doing a gym thing right now. I got to get you connected. Oh, you want to get into technology sales? I know a coach who helps coach you so that you can do your training and you can get your resume right. Like, what do you need? Because if we together can believe in something, and I can help you become a better version of yourself every single day, just by believing in you, just by checking in on you, then that means I can help make myself a better person. That means I can help alleviate some of the pain that could be in the universe. And that is what matters most to me. I have my goals and my visions of what I am and what I'm going to do, but at the same time, the biggest goal I have is to alleviate some of the suffering that's in the universe. And part of that is helping people become the best version of themselves. So look, I believe in you. I love you. I know that you can do anything and everything. The question isn't when are we going to do it? The question is, who are we? What have we already done? Because it is going to come to pass because of the work that we put in, because of what we are. I already know I got a fresh cut. I just haven't gotten it yet. I love y'all. I believe in you. Be great today. Let me know how I can serve you. Let me know how I can help you. And let's continue on this journey together. Peace.